Hey everyone, Andrew Hess here. Today, let's create an LLM prompt with a tool as a role. And so let's reach out to the weather and pull in actual factual data and pass it into our LLM prompt. And the main reason you may want to use a tool is you want to bring in reliable data, less hallucination, and maybe even a tool can call on and make actions. So a tool can get calendar items, create calendar items, it can write to Excel. Those are all ideas for tools. So let's get into it and let's just do a simple one and get the weather data from a simple current API. All right, so let's go over very briefly what we did last week. Last week, we just did a simple chat with different roles, system, user, and assistant, and we printed out the response and the tokens. Then we pulled in streaming. So then we streamed the response in chunks. And then finally, we added a UI, a user interface, so we could talk to our bot without it being embedded in the code. So today, I wanted to keep this simple, and I want to pull in a tool, and I want to show you why you should pull in a tool. So first off, we have a simple call here, and we're asking for the weather. So if we ask a GPT model, some of them, maybe some respond, but if we ask 4.0 a question about the weather, it's going to tell us that, hey, I don't really have the weather because my date is, so if you see that over here, today's date is October 10th, 2023. Now you could tell it to reach out and do all this research and everything, but what we want to do is we want to pull in the tool to reach out to the real weather and pull back that data and then have AI response. So what is a tool? A tool is something that you can get more real data and pass it to the AI. You could pass in stocks, you could pass in weather, or your own custom API somewhere if you wanted actual data. And then you put that in the AI and have it respond, right? So you get a more declarative, a more real answer. Other things tools do is do actions. So, right, it could create a calendar item. It could create a planner item. It could write in Excel. There's lots of things that a tool could do, and you're going to use your AI model to call upon that tool. And today we're only going to do one tool, but just imagine if you had many in a loop, and you could have your AI model pull out a tool, use it, pull out a tool, use it, pull out a tool, use it to respond to you, to write in your calendar, to do lots of things. So today, let's do a simple tool to the weather because I think that's a good example and we can do that for free. Okay, so I just made a copy of lesson 1 to lesson 4. I'm gonna kind of fix it up here. Let's get rid of the tokens. Let's keep import JSON. We're gonna need that. We're gonna also use import requests, right? We're gonna do some HTTP requests. So we're gonna use JSON, we're gonna do requests. We have our simple call. We have our system user assistant. We're going to have two different calls to ChatGPT. This is how I think about it. The first call is going to generate a city. The second call, we're going to use the prediction model to respond to us. So the first call is going to be a user call, and it's going to say, this is what probably the user will type in. What is the weather in New York? Right? So that's where we are right now. Let's get rid of that right there. I'm going to give it a save. What is the weather in New York? That's what it does right now. ChatGPT is not really going to respond to us, right? We don't have a tool. So it's going to say something like, hey, I don't know. I don't have reliable weather. You can see that right here, right? So it doesn't know. It doesn't have live data. Okay? So now what we want to do is we want to have another role. And that role is going to be our tool, right? It's going to be our tool. And this tool is going to be a function. We're going to call a function, a lowercase function. And the function is going to what? It's going to have a name and it's going to be called get weather. Do we want to underscore? Yeah, that's fine. Get weather and another comma and description. This is what's very important with a tool, right? This tells the AI what it's actually doing. So description, and what does it do? It gets the current weather and forecast for the assumed generated city, right? So we're assuming a city, like maybe we type in like Florida and it assumes Tallahassee, right? Which is a city in Florida. Okay. And now there are some parameters. And I'll just paste this in. It's pretty simple, just to kind of save some time. It's just saying, hey, I want you to return the city. Everything looks good. I don't see any errors yet. Okay, call. We're going to change the name of this to generate city. Instead of response, I'm going to call it generate city. And then we're going to have another call. And this one is going to be, I'm going to take out the tool. This one is going to be our response. And this one is going to, it's going to say, tell me the temperature. Tell me the temperature and what I should wear today. Like, let's give a little generation there. Tell me the temperature and what I should wear today. And then we're going to pass in, the response from our generate. Let's put an underscore there. Generate city. Maybe should we rename that? Maybe let's say forecast. I like forecasted weather. I like that. Forecasted weather, not generate city, but forecasted weather. Pass in the forecasted weather. The first, the response choices. What is it? Choices. Let's see. Weather.choices 0.message. There we go. And we need another comma. And then we have the tool. So now we need our role. Tool. And the tool has an ID in case we have multiple. And then we'll just say call.id. We haven't set that up yet. And the content is going to be JSON dumps result. What should we call this? We have response up there. Let's say result. Let's say result. And so in between here, there's some variables we need to set up. First, we get the forecasted weather. We kind of guess the city. And then in between here, there's going to be some extra parts in here. This is our call from the forecasted weather. The tool calls, it's saying number 1. So it's saying, hey, from this tool, grab the first one. That's the one that we're grabbing. Then we're just kind of throwing in the JSON. And then we're saying the result from get weather. So now we have to set up the function. Our function to get weather. All right, so instead of writing out this function, I'm just going to walk through it. I thought that would be an easier demo. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have our function, and you can download this right on GitHub. And it's going to get the weather. And pretty much there's 3 calls that we're doing. First, we're going to get the latitude and longitude from this URL here. And so this is going to give us the latitude and longitude for the city. This is where I'm getting this URL from. So it's from Namadtim, openstreet.org, search parameter. So you can see that right here. We're just using that URL, searching for the city, and we are returning the latitude and the longitude. Then we're getting the forecast location because there's different places that give you the actual forecast data. And the place that I'm getting my data from, and there's other places you can get your data from, but this is an official website of the United States government. So you might want to look up the rules about using this. But so this is the call I'm going to use. Is get points, latitude, and longitude. So that's the point of the last call is we get the latitude and longitude. We pass it in. You can click try it out. And if you click execute, you can see that call they're doing right here. That's pretty much basically the same thing. What we're going to do, api.weather.gov points, pass in the latitude and the longitude. And so we're finding that location, and then we're getting the actual forecast. And right here, we get the actual forecast, and we return city, temperature, temperature unit, forecast, and detailed forecast back into our LLM prompt. So that's all this is. That's our entire function to get weather. And you can download this right on GitHub. I'll have this up. It'll be in the properties of the YouTube video. And then this is where we're actually calling our tools. And we're asking, what is the weather in New York? Let's change this to in the capital of America. So now it should assume that that's Washington, D.C. Let's see if it does. So Python, lesson 4, it does. So look, it assumed Washington, D.C., found the longitude, latitude, and then pulled in the data. And then it told us, right, tell me what I should wear today. And let's put it in a bulleted list, okay? Now let's try again. Let's say, what is the weather on a random island in Florida? So that's our new generated question. Run it again. It said Key West. Metadata received. It found the temperature of 79. Chance of rain or showers, mostly sunny. What to wear. This is the generated AI response. Lightweight, breathable clothing, because there's a chance of showers. A light jacket, a rain jacket, or umbrella. And just write in Houston. Make sure to save. Run it. It then assumes Houston, gets the details. Let's spell Houston wrong. Let's spell Houston Huston. Let's see if AI can pick up that we actually meant Houston. And there it is. It corrected our misspelling, found the latitude, longitude, responded to us. Notice that it's given the exact details of the temperature. That's the temperature right now. This response with the temperature is not generated, right? This is coming from the actual API call. So this is an example, fairly simple. I will put it in GitHub of using and calling a tool. Now this tool was kind of complex. We could have made this simpler. I could have made this simpler for the demo, but I did this once before in a production. So I thought I'd do the same thing again, right? I thought this was a good way to do it. And then this is the new tool call. Really cool. It'll be in GitHub. Thank you all for watching. My name is Andrew Hess. I'll see you next time.